4 steps to consciously manifest what you want. You are so much more powerful than you realize and than you've been led to believe. I mean, you have lots and lots of superpowers that can help you live a happy, healthy, enchanted life. And one of those superpowers is your manifesting superpower. And you can use this superpower for manifesting anything and everything. You can use it for manifesting the big stuff, the small stuff, and for manifesting your day, your week, your month, your years. I mean, I used this process recently to manifest a new villa because I had to leave this villa because they're starting some construction right next door there and over that way as well. So I had to move and I manifested a new villa, and I'll tell you more about that in a moment. So what I'm going to be covering today is I'm going to be covering the 4 steps to consciously manifest what you want. And notice the word conscious, right? I want you basically to be in the driver's seat with manifesting what you want in your life. I want you to be in the driver's seat from the inside, right? Versus letting the outside external forces basically manifest your life for you. So I'm going to be covering the 4 steps to consciously manifest. And I'm going to be covering why you need to be in high vibration to manifest. And I'm going to then give you a case study. My villa, actually, finding a villa. So, me, who am I? I am Tessa Stowe, if you don't already know me. And if you don't, hi, nice to meet you. And I'm all about inspiring and empowering people to live a happy, healthy, enchanted life. So let's get on with it. Let's get on to the 4 steps to consciously manifest. So we'll get right on to step number 1. So step number 1 is intention. And this is where you set a clear intention. Think of it as giving an order from a menu, and you really need to be clear because you'll literally get what you ask for. So it's a good idea. I think it's a good idea to write down your intention, because if you write it down, it's much easier to clarify it. And as it goes along, you'll be clarifying and tweaking your intention, but you really need the clarity. So write it down. Write it down to help you clarify, and write it down so you've got a record. It's really cool because you will have a record of your intentions. It's amazing. You'll just love having that record. So that's the first step. So step number 1 is intention. Okay, set your intention. Step number 2 is resonate. So this is where you resonate or you vibrate at your intention. Now, have you heard of cymatics? Who's heard of cymatics? Yes? Now, cymatics is the study of sound and vibration made visible. So basically in cymatics, sound is played over sand or flour and water. And as the sounds are played, then shapes, beautiful shapes are formed on the sand, the flour and the water. So beautiful shape like mandalas are formed. It's just beautiful. So in other words, the sound takes a physical form. So when I say for you to now, in step number 2, to resonate and vibrate at your intention, it's like in cymatics basically. You continue to vibrate and resonate at your intention, and your intention takes the physical form that corresponds to what you're resonating and vibrating. It's pretty cool, really. So because when you are resonating and vibrating at your intention, reality, basically responds like the sand to physically form it. So now, but of course, so your resonance, your vibration needs to be congruent, okay, with your intention. So, and when I'm saying vibrate, resonate, what do I mean? I mean to basically be that person who has already got that intention. Be it, think it, feel it, act as if, all those things. Just resonate at it. I mean, now I know this is a lot to digest because it's there's a lot in it. All I say is don't try and Don't try and overthink it, okay? Just know that it's so. Just know that you just need to live, be, act, feel your intention so that you're vibrating and resonating at it, okay? Now, if you stop resonating, what's going to happen? If you stop vibrating and resonating and being your intention, what's going to happen? Well, the formation is going to stop happening. Just like with the sound and the sand, as soon as they stop the sound playing, the sand stops forming those beautiful shapes. So it's the same with you. As soon as you stop resonating and vibrating at your intention, the formation of your intention just stops. And also, if you just change your intention, like effectively change the sound, like with the sand, and or the water and the sound, then your intention is going to change. So if you really want to manifest, you need to just be consistent with and keep going on vibrating and resonating at that intention. Does that make sense? So now let's move on to step number 3. And step number 3 is allow. So you basically you allow your intention to fulfill itself without pushing, without manipulating, or trying to control how it's going to happen. So allowing, let me be clear though, allowing doesn't mean you don't do anything, right? It doesn't mean you don't take action, you just sit there and wait for it to, manifest. No. Basically, you put everything in place so that your intention can manifest. I mean, you set the scene and then you allow it to manifest. You allow the clues to come to you and you then respond. You take action according to those clues. I mean, just think of it like a bit of a game, really. There's clues, you get clues, you take actions, you follow the path, right? And there will be lots of clues and lots of happenings along the way. And you'll come across people who will help you and give you clues as well. And you'll have ideas popping into your head. You'll hear your inner voice, which is like, I call that your guidance system, or your intuition, and that'll give you clues as well, tell you what to do. As I said, people will pop up to help you. There'll be synchronicities. There'll be lots and lots of clues. And you'll be pointed in the right direction and to take the actions to manifest your intention. But you do need to take the actions as well. So allowing is really, there's a lot to allowing. It's sort of setting the scene, it's letting go of figuring it out, and it's just allowing yourself to be guided and then taking the inspired actions from the guidance. Now, I'm a great figurer outer. I like to figure things out. And I also like to be in control. So allowing does not come naturally to me. Okay, I'm a work in progress. But I know that day by day I'm getting better and better at it. So let's move on now to step number 4. And step number 4, I love step number 4. And step number 4 is know. Just know that the physical manifesting of your intention is happening. And it's happening because you know the manifesting process and because you are resonating your intention and you are allowing. And you just know absolutely that the right steps are going to be shown to you, that your inner voice will guide you, that there'll be clues along the way for you to take actions. I mean, it's a done deal. You know it. And because you know it, you have an attitude of gratitude. You have an attitude of gratitude because you know your intention is manifesting, because you've set the intention, you're resonating it, and you're allowing. So you just absolutely know. And it's exciting. Because you know how this works. It's a done deal. So there you have it. The 4 steps to consciously manifest. Now, how to remember those 4 steps? Well, it's easy. Here we are. I-R-A-K, which I rock. Okay, so I is intention, R is resonate, A is action, and K is know. So that's an easy way to remember. I-R-A-K. Okay, so those are the 4 steps. Fabulous. So now, why do you need to be in high vibration to manifest? Well, All your superpowers are only accessed when you are in high vibration. Now, if this is the first time you've heard about it, what I suggest you do is you go to my website, tessastowe.com, and there's a page there about why live in high vibration. And you'll also find this diagram there. But basically, when you're in high vibration, your soul leads and you have access to all your superpowers. When you are in low vibration, your body leads and your body won't actually let you have access to your superpowers, because when you're in low vibration, your body goes into survival mode. It thinks it's being chased by a saber-toothed tiger, right? So that's its priority, and just spirit goes into the background, and so does your superpowers. So as I said, go to my website, tessastowe.com, and then look at the why live in high vibration, and you'll also find that diagram there and an explanation. So let's move on to a case study. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning, I use this process to manifest a new villa, and which I'm moving into this weekend, and I'm really excited. So I use the IRAK process, and let's just go through it and I'll show you how I did it. Right, so intention. I is intention, first step. So what I did is I set my intention. And my intention was that I wanted a lovely, quiet villa, which was as good as or better than this beautiful villa that I'm currently in. And as I said, what I'm having to move because they're building a wedding venue there, and there's going to be construction noise going on here for 5 months. So that's why I had a huge emphasis with this intention on quiet. So I set my intention, I then resonated, and I resonated as somebody who just had a beautiful villa, as good as, if not better than this one, and that it was quiet, and that's what I was resonating and vibrating at. And then I moved on to the third step, which is allow. I then just allowed, and I followed some clues. And some clues actually took me to look at 3 villas. Now, these villas were just not right at all, but it was great because it helped me really refine further my intention. And one of the things I hadn't specified specifically in my intention, although I sort of covered it really, but was I did not want an outside kitchen, okay? So I further clarified it, didn't want an outside kitchen, a few other things. And what I did, actually, because believe it or not, there's lots of villas in Bali with outside kitchens. But when you've got monkeys around and all that sort of stuff, I'm personally not into outside kitchens. But anyway, I digress. So I also told my friends that I was looking for a new villa. And I told them what I wanted it to be like quiet, no outside kitchen, and as good as, if not better than what I'm currently in. So then on step number 4, knowing. I just knew a lovely quiet villa, which is good as this one, or if not better, would manifest. I just absolutely knew. And because I knew it would happen, because I was resonating it and I was allowing it and I was following the clues. So I just absolutely knew. Because I know how the manifesting process works. So I had an attitude of gratitude for my new villa. And I was just excited and curious as to how my new villa and me were just going to meet each other and connect. So guess what happened? Well, within a few days, Monica, my friend Monica, sends a message to me, and she says, "Tessa, I found you a perfect villa. It's your villa." So Monica had been out walking with her gorgeous dog Max, and they found this villa. So I immediately went over and looked at this villa, and oh my goodness, it was perfect, absolutely perfect. And guess what? I asked for quiet. Well, this villa is quiet. It's literally right in the middle of rice paddy fields. Instead of neighbours, I'm surrounded by rice paddy fields. I've never not had neighbours before. So this is a new experience. But my intention was quiet. So I definitely got quiet. So isn't it fun the way that it worked out, really? And the other thing that's so cool is that this really lovely guy, Dewa, he built this villa, and he'd only just finished it a day or so before Monica found it. So there you have it. So you see, I couldn't controller me couldn't control the way it manifested. But what I could control, and I did control basically, was setting my intention and allowing it and knowing. So there we are. I move in on Saturday and I'm so excited. So there you have it. You have the 4 steps to manifesting, consciously manifesting what you want. IRAK, easy to remember. Okay, so where to from here? Well, first off, learn to live in high vibration. Okay, so you can have access to these manifesting superpowers. As I said, you need to be in high vibration to access your superpowers. Now, if you want to learn how to live in high vibration, I suggest you download my Living in High Vibration roadmap, and you can get that at lhvroadmap.com. That's lhvroadmap.com. So first step, go ahead and download that roadmap. Second thing is start the IRAK process, but start at small steps. Okay, use it to manifest small things, because this is like building a muscle, okay? You're building a muscle with this process, and you're building your confidence. And if you can manifest the small stuff, you'll build your confidence and you'll get excited. You'll get really excited and you'll move on to bigger and bigger stuff. And the better you get at it, the faster it all happens as well. And when you do have success, celebrate, pat yourself on the back, go yay, high fives, celebrate the fact that you did well, okay? Now, be gentle on yourself and celebrate. And I'm a great believer in celebrating the small stuff. Celebrate the small wins. Just go crazy on the celebrate, okay? Just because, this is a massive shift in thinking and being and operating. As I said, we are so much more powerful than we've been led to believe, okay? We are so much more powerful. And I'm excited for you with you using this process to consciously manifest what you want. So, and just know that as you practice it, you'll get better and better every day. So this weekend, as I said, I'm moving into my quiet villa in the middle of the rice paddy fields. And I smile now every time I think about the fact that in my intention, I put down quiet. And I just think it's so funny, me in the middle of the rice paddy fields. And I think it's so funny how it manifested with Monica and Max going on a walk. So my wish for you is that you take on this 4-step process to consciously manifest what you want in your life. Now, before my Mike died, I asked him what he would like me to say for him at his funeral. And it was just 4 words. And those words were, just do it. So, in Mike's words, just do it. Bye.